Hello everyone, this is Showtime 112. We are continuing our story of the Spanish Blue Squadrons, Escuadrillas Azules, in World War II. If you missed the first video in the series, you can find the link in the video description. The first unit, consisting of Spanish volunteer fighter pilots, joined the Luftwaffe on the Eastern Front on 30 September 1941, led by Spanish Civil War ace Ángel Salas Larrazábal. The unit was given the official designation 15th Spanish Staffel of Jagdgeschwader 27 and flew mostly escort or ground attack missions, achieving 6 confirmed aerial victories by 13 October while losing a single pilot. The details of this were shown in the first video. The Spaniards continued flying combat missions from Conaya airfield and on 14 October faced the enemy again. Major Salas led a 4-airplane flight, this time in the Kalinin area. They encountered 3 Soviet DB-3 bombers attacking German ground troops and quickly engaged them. Major Salas attacked the bomber to the right of the formation and set its right engine on fire. He then maneuvered to attack the airplane on the left. Captain Carlos Bayo attacked the Soviet leader and likewise succeeded in shooting it down. But just like Major Salas, he decided to attack the remaining Soviet bomber on the left of the formation. The lack of coordination resulted in a minor collision between Salas and Bayo, in which Bayo's propeller damaged Salas's rudder. The damage, however, wasn't too serious, and Salas still managed to shoot down the last DB-3, increasing his score by 2 victories. Captain Bayo was given credit for a single victory. That same day, the Spanish squadron was visited by General Feldmarschall Albert Kesselring, head of Luftwaffe II, who came to personally congratulate the Spanish pilots on their successful performance in the campaign. On 16 October 1941, the unit moved again, this time to the recently conquered Kalinin airfield. The city is currently known as Tver. Only part of the ground echelon was moved in a transport aircraft, while it took the rest several days to reach Kalinin, making it difficult for the unit to operate, something that kept repeating during the campaign. The temperatures were much lower than what the Spaniards were used to, and the ground was already covered in snow. The danger posed by the proximity to the front line was quickly demonstrated on 17 October. 5 Soviet tanks attacked the Spanish unit's airfield at Kalinin, 2 of which penetrated the field. At the same time, 3 Spanish Bf-109s led by Major Salas were themselves strafing the Soviet airfield, unaware of the threat their home base was facing. Kalinin airfield was successfully defended with the help of German Henschel 123s and Bf-109s, which succeeded in destroying one of the tanks, while the others retreated. The next day, 18 October, saw the airfield attacked again, but this time by the Soviet Air Force. 4 I-16s and 1 DB-3 strafed Major Salas and Lieutenant José Lacour, who had just landed. The 2 Spanish pilots quickly took off again, but the Soviets escaped. This day saw plenty of action for the Spanish pilots, including a victory claimed by Lieutenant Lacour. He and Captain Bayo initially attacked 5 DB-3 bombers, but succeeded only in damaging one of them. As they were returning to base, they spotted 3 more DB-3s, flying at very low level. Lieutenant Lacour attacked one of them, succeeding in setting its right engine on fire. The Soviet bomber crashed 2 kilometers away from Kalinin airfield, making it the 9th victory for the Blue Squadron. October brought a very serious threat to the Spanish unit, as Soviet forces regained control of parts of Kalinin city, and 300 of their troops actually reached the airfield. They were eventually repelled. 2 days later, the squadron lost 2 of its Bf-109s on the ground, but German reinforcements secured the front line. In order to prevent further attacks on their airfield, the Spanish unit was ordered to attack the Soviet airfield at Klin, which regularly launched strikes against them. A low-level strafing mission was planned to destroy as many aircraft as possible on the ground. The first mission, flown on 25th of October, was a success. Major Salas led 7 aircraft, and in the first pass, Lieutenant Ibarreche set fire to a MiG-3. Major Salas and Munoz attacked an unidentified biplane in the air, which managed to land, but was soon destroyed on the ground by Captain Bayo and Lieutenant Lacour. In the second pass, Major Salas destroyed the MiG-3 and 2 more were damaged, but then a large group of 15 MiGs was spotted in the air, forcing the Spanish flight to retreat and climb to higher altitude. The second attack later that day and 2 more, flown on 27th of October, brought little success for the Spanish pilots. Lieutenant Alfonso Ruibal Sabio's airplane was damaged by heavy ground fire. He disengaged and radioed that his engine had stopped at an altitude of 100 meters and that he was heading towards Kalinin. The Spanish Civil War veteran and his airplane were never found, and the 1st Blue Squadron suffered its second pilot loss. The story of the 1st Spanish Blue Squadron will end in the next episode. Let us know in the comments how you liked it so far, and as always, keep watching Showtime 112.